The following is a presentation of William Paterson University Television, WPTV.
Lots of inspiration on a quest for tightness. Wishbone coming up next on the charts. Welcome to the charts, where singers, songwriters, musicians, and bands from William Paterson University's pop music program come to show us what they've got. This episode, we're treated to a collaborative effort dedicated towards tight music, drawing an inspiration from a wide array of genres, including funk, jazz, pop, hip-hop, and rap. This group promises to provide a unique and refreshing sound. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wishbone.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Play the final song. All my friends have gone to find the missing pieces of the night. Music's in my heart. Spark, so I fool around with strangers in the dark. Something in your water always gets me high. This is the last chance, so play me something, play me something, play me something I can dance to. Better than nothing. sitting waiting on the rain. Light refuses to fall, 'cause with a friend like you, well, it's hard to be blue. Wasn't really thinking about you. Didn't have to be on my mind. 'Cause with a friend like you, with a friend like you, I can't avoid the truth. Waist deep, how we got here, save some time for later, maybe next year. Got me taking my time, 'cause with nothing to prove, well, you know what you do. But if I let it go, it'd be just as true. Ooh, gotta see it through. Sitting waiting on the rain. Wait another day for a friend like you, for a friend like you. I can't avoid the truth. Waist deep, how we got here, save some time for later, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. You have everything. You have everything. You have it all. That's all you have. You have everything. You have everything. You have it all. That's all you have. And again, it's a plan to regret nothing. Face your rage. Do you have a plan? My all is in God, soul in your soul. You have everything.
are Wishbone.
Yeah. Taking all the time I have to wait another day. I feel right, I feel wrong in my head. Taking all the time I have to wait another day. I feel right, I feel wrong in my head. As the days go by, wonder why I try. Well, time and time and time again, time is all I seem to get. Yeah. Maybe I'll be fine again in time, or all is now. I feel right, I feel wrong, show me how. Taking all the time I have to wait another day. I feel right, I feel wrong in my head. But as the days go by, I wonder how I'll die. But time and time and time again, time is all I seem to get. Yeah. Play one more. Song. Through my days will drift and sway your mind. It's about that time. Falling softly to the ground without a sound. Your brains are wasted in your head. They say it's no good for you. They say it's no good. They say it's no good for you. They say it's no good. It's nobody's business but my own. Throw me a bone. Save your canceled plans for someone else. I won't have the time. Homeward bound feels like Thank you very much. We are Wishbone.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the charts. After a great set, joining us now in Studio B is Wishbone. We have a few of their members. We have Nick Sagnella, Mike Bereski, and John Caplan. That was an awesome show, guys.
Thank you so much. Thanks a
You're
lot.
wild with the guitar,
it was
Mike.
fun, yeah.
It's crazy.
We
I
had a blast up there.
loved it. What is the writing process like for you guys?
It's super collaborative. We all play, we all write, and we met at this school. Well, they went to high school together, but we all have different influences that help fuel what we create, and
everybody seems to kind of like bring their own idea for a song, and then it kind of just blossoms from there. Like we kind of just all
you guys
throw
just
our own
build
ideas on top of that.
One idea and then comes as like a ripple effect.
The first song we wrote, I think Nick brought in like a few chords, and then we just like riffed. We just like came up with some stuff for a little while, and we ended up with our first song in like a day.
Really? Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish I could make a song. Probably take me forever. And you guys actually recorded your EP demo here at William Paterson.
Right.
How was that? Like, what was that like?
It was cool. Well, one of the SEA students, the sound engineering students here, he had to do a senior project and record musicians. So he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I asked these guys, and that's kind of how the whole thing came together.
Wow.
It's very natural. And once we started doing the demos there, just demoing stuff that we were just riffing and writing, we decided, like, maybe we should really consider recording these and spending more time on them.
Yeah, so the opportunity came to you guys.
Yeah. It's
Wow, when
fell in our
people
laps.
search and never find, you're so lucky.
Take advantage of that.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow, and you went on to record your EP, Hard to Be Blue, at your friend's house.
Super duper sound.
Super
Yeah,
duper
super
sounds.
duper sound.
Check them out.
How different was that than
That was-
recording it here at William Paterson?
I gotta say, I mean, both were great. They were definitely two different
Very different.
experiences. But working at his name's Cooper Davis, Super Duper Sounds, and
He's an alumni from here.
yeah.
actually.
yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
went here as
Just
well.
Shout out to
graduated.
Cooper.
Yeah, right. Willie P, alum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was very relaxing over there because it's it was in his basement, and I know that sounds a lot more DIY than it is because they really put it together very nice,
Yeah.
They got
and
a
we were
really,
all just positive energy, all
Yeah.
really working towards it.
really pro setup over there. And it's
Wow.
just the process just like flew. We couldn't have asked for
Yeah.
like
Really?
Yeah. better
It was
way to go
super
about it.
professional, but at the same time, we're all friends, so
Yeah.
including
was
the guys
way
we were
more
working with, so it was
relaxing.
super relaxing and productive for sure.
No intimidation,
No.
right?
Yeah,
Just
nothing to
none.
be
a
worried about.
natural music flow.
Yeah.
I like
Like
that.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that creates better music when you're
course.
relaxed
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of like, tensed up.
Absolutely.
And how did you guys get together to even start making music?
I think I can't say which class, but I think it was one of the more boring classes at William Paterson. And
Yeah.
we all kind of
Yeah,
all
that
kind of
was
zoned
it.
out collectively,
I
and we
hit you
started
guys
talking.
up.
Yeah, Mike.
I texted him,
Yeah, well,
and then
if I could say,
Yeah.
I remember a year ago or something, he mentioned to me, we got to do like a Sgt. Pepper kind of thing,
Yeah.
which is a
Beatles.
Beatles album. And he was like, yo, me, you, and John, we got to do, because you guys want to talk about how you went to school together a little? I don't know.
yeah, we went to high school together, but I didn't really know him. He was about 2 years or so
Yeah.
older than me. Then
Wow.
he graduated, and then
And then
we
age doesn't
transferred
matter.
here.
Yep.
Then I was like, oh, John.
Oh, so you guys met back up here.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
actually-
yeah.
Oh, so you didn't travel
Yeah.
here together. It was
No.
like a
No,
separate.
yeah.
See,
Oh,
I was
went to high
aware
school with you.
of this guy in high school because he was a stud, of course.
Yeah.
You know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful class.
We didn't really
Can you
get
see
close.
okay in those,
Yeah.
by the way?
He can't.
It was fun though. Yeah, it all came from that idea though. It's funny because he brought that up and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then of course we're all busy with things and
Yeah.
you just naturally it just ended up happening.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have asked for a better way for it to
Yeah.
come together.
Aw,
It was
so you
really
guys
good,
had
yeah.
chemistry,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
No
we did.
science.
No, no.
So how do you guys draw, inspiration from a variety of genres? Like, how do you mesh them together that way?
It's a great question.
It's a great question.
I think you just got to keep your ears open.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're willing to listen to everything, then everything's kind of going to affect you, like, just in its own way.
It's
Right.
about open-mindedness. We kind of put a strong emphasis on that, I'd say, with our
Yeah.
music. We're all very open-minded when it comes to music. So somebody shoots an idea, oh, like I want it, and it's often when ideas come up, it's often like referring to something that we love. Like if John says, oh, I thought of this, it reminds me of this song, like we can do something like that. And
Right.
when you start pulling from all these different things, like there may be music that these guys listen to that I don't really maybe listen to as often.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we just trust each other. It's about trust and open-mindedness.
So if they listen to a song and you don't really know about the song, is it always like, are you always like agreeing with, like, oh, I like this
Well,
sound?
there's
like,
disagreements, but it's it's not like we don't have the same brains, but
I think that disagreement kind of creates the sound, though, of
yeah,
it
exactly.
together.
Yeah.
Because if we disagree on
Perfect.
something, we take a little bit of that, and then we take a little bit of where they were coming from, and we
Yeah.
bring it together.
little bit
Again,
of
yeah,
this,
it's
little
just
bit of that.
it's compromise, but nobody's getting cheated because
Yeah.
it's not like we say no to somebody, say yes to somebody. It's like, well, how can we
Right.
put it all together?
That's awesome.
I think too, a big objective that I don't know about you, but I thought, we really wanted to get the bebop influence, and
Yeah.
that's because him and I are in the jazz program here, and he's in the pop program. So I was kind of thinking like, I get him to sing, and then we collaborate, and boom, we have this huge, big
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
and it's just beautiful.
It is. It sounds so beautiful, and it seems you are very open-minded in your creative process. Why is that so important? Specifically, the open-mindedness.
It's just it just keeps things positive, and without that positivity and good energy, you're not going to create honest music.
It's tough.
It's like, and there are moments where things might get tense sometimes, like, and we've all been there in other musical things too, not even just with this project, where if things get tense, nobody's working to their potential anymore, So, we made it a goal, and it's not like we had to really talk about it much, it's just because we were all on the same wavelength from the start that we needed that open-mindedness, because we just wanted good energy. We wanted this music to come out honest and good.
Yeah.
Dope.
Tight.
And tight, yeah.
Having 3 people, well, 4 people, because our drummer, Liam Kerekes, who's
Yes,
in the picture.
Liam's not here, but he holds it down.
Yeah.
Having
Can you tell us about him since he isn't here?
Yeah.
Represent.
You
We'd
will,
love to know
He's a
about your
jazz
drummer.
cat too.
Jazz cat.
He just holds it down.
He
Yeah.
could play. He could play anything you ask him to. He could play rock, R&B,
Yeah.
jazz.
He's a
Really?
super hard worker, and
Wow.
Oh,
talk
very
about
hard
open-mindedness.
worker, yeah.
He's just he's great to work
Yeah.
with. He's the man. And he wasn't around as much in the early stages of the writing process, but again, once we put things together, he was just as involved as the rest of us,
Wow.
coming up with ideas.
He's a
and-
huge
and
part of
working
the
things
sound.
out.
Right.
And yeah, he's like the cherry on top
Yeah.
sometimes with those
Yeah.
fills and stuff
Yeah.
he does.
And you guys mentioned that your quest for tightness and the in the pocket music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let me in on that. Like, what's that about? Tell me.
You feel it.
It's
you
just
feel
yeah,
the tightness.
So you gotta feel it. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know. It's being in the pocket, being tight. Like what we mean by that is just like, I always compare it to like, when you got a screwdriver, you got your thing, your nail or whatever. I sound like an idiot. Okay, so you're tightening it, right? And I like to describe our music as right when you get to that point where you can feel it like oh, it's there. It just got to that
Yeah.
point where you can't turn it anymore.
Right.
That's a good feeling.
Like
I don't know if you
basically
ever did
tuning
that.
it up until it's tight.
I live for that.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the best metaphor, but we love that stuff. And Mike, he turned me on to D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And that I'd say I gotta say I don't listen much to D'Angelo, but the general idea of how that guy approached sound.
Questlove.
Right.
Yeah, Questlove, the drummer, and all these different influences. I'm a huge
That's
fan
the
of
pocket.
I love
yeah,
the
the
Pocket,
pocket.
yeah.
I'm a huge fan of a band called Wolfpack.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh, yeah.
this funk jam band that's just all about that tightness.
Herbie
Wow,
Hancock.
yeah. At first I was like, I wonder what that means, but now that you emphasized on it a little bit more, I like that. I totally get it.
Awesome. I'm glad.
And how has the William Paterson Pop Music Program helped you guys thus far?
Yep. Well, John's
actually
in
the
pop.
only one-
We're in jazz, but I was actually in the pop program for one semester before I switched. But I don't know. The music program in general
Yeah.
was amazing. I mean, like, it's kind of like an incubator. There's just all these people who are all dedicated to music, and everybody's, for the most part, everybody's
Yeah.
really really nice and
Yeah.
involved and wants to help because everybody's coming from different areas of the world, different influences outside of just us as
Yeah.
well.
Right.
And the professors too. I got to mention them. They're a
Yeah.
huge help. I
You
mean,
talk about like open-mindedness too. Like everybody in the program that I've really come to work with is just so willing to do whatever,
Right.
just play music
Just
as long
to
as they're
play.
playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really-
Yeah.
And do you guys have any upcoming shows that we can look forward to in the near
Well,
future?
I'm not sure when this is airing, but we're doing a show tomorrow night, which is February 24th at the bitter end. So if anybody has a time machine, try to go back in time to see that show. If it's I don't know when it's getting aired, but other than that, we're pretty new to the game right now. We just recorded, like I said, this all came together fast for us. So
Really fast.
we plan to have more shows in the spring and summer.
Yeah, definitely. I want you guys to have more
Yeah,
shows because I
awesome.
really enjoyed my time just
Awesome.
watching you guys.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
And you're so nice. I like you guys. Thank you for
You are
coming.
too. No,
Thank you for having us.
You're making this fun.
No problem. And that will wrap it up for another edition of The Charts. Join us next time when we bring you yet another up-and-coming band from William Paterson University's Music Pop program. See you next time.